My breast cancer story actually starts way back in the early 90s when my sister Cheryl was found to have breast cancer. And she had a tumor the size of an orange when they removed it. After she had it removed, they told her, you know, we think we got everything. But she ended up dying the next year from it. Yeah, it sucked. She was just so young. She was only 37 and had 2 kids. But anyhow, all of us girls started getting our mammograms every year. Even though I was only, I think, 33 or 34 when I had my first mammogram. And then on December 24th of 2019, Christmas Eve, my present to myself was getting my mammogram. I had scheduled it for that day. And on January, I think it was January 5th, I got a phone call that I had to come back. And I didn't think too much of it because I'd been called back many times. But I got called back and they did just a mammogram of my left breast and an ultrasound, both. And this was at Copley Hospital. And at that point, they found that I had a tumor in my left breast.
February of 2020, I went for my mammogram at Copley Hospital. 5 days later, I received a phone call to come back. There was something on my mammogram that they weren't quite sure of. I went back, and that was the first time that I met with Dr. Olmsted. She came in and told me that there was a spot that she'd like to do a biopsy because it didn't look quite right. I was then scheduled to have a biopsy done, which I was really worried about because I never had one. It was all new to me, but Dr. Olmsted put me to ease telling me about it, what she would do. She would send it out to the lab to be tested. I got scheduled for that, went back in, she did the biopsy. It was truly painless. She sent it out within a week. I met her back at Copley, and she told me that I had breast cancer.
Because I was so small-breasted, it didn't make sense just to remove the tumor, that it made sense to remove my breast. And so I was scheduled for it, I think it was March 24th of 2020. And on that date, that was the day that the pandemic really hit and hospitals shut down, didn't allow people in with you. So I had to have the surgery and wake up with nobody there.
We scheduled my surgery for March 27th. The world stopped on the 18th of March. I was dropped off at the door at Copley, alone. And I thank God every day for the care that I received there. A nurse met me at the door. She took my hand. I went into surgery, they got me ready, and Dr. Olmsted came in, took my hand, and she said, "It's gonna be okay. It really is." She said, "I'm here and it's gonna be okay."
I'm doing really good today, you know. I traveled to Alaska in early August with Elijah and meeting my great-granddaughters. It's
amazing.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
The care I received from Dr. Olmsted, I just can't tell you. She's one in a million. She makes you feel like you're the only person, the only patient she has. I truly would choose nobody but Copley Hospital during this journey. I've been back for my checkups. I had another mammogram this February. There was no sign of cancer at all. The staff was unbelievable during my care at Copley. But Dr. Olmsted was my angel. I'm good. How are you? I was just telling them how you saved my life.
Well, I think
Really?
it's mutual.
Early detection is everything.
Get your mammogram. Get early detection, if that's what it is. It saved my life.
Mammograms, that's what they can do. It's being able to find things early. They don't prevent breast cancer, but they can find breast cancer either in its early stages or right as it's beginning to make that transition. So currently with what we have at the hospital is we just have ultrasound guided capabilities for breast biopsies. That typically works for about 60 to maybe up to 70% of breast lesions we can see on ultrasound. And by having this new equipment, that's what the hope is to be able to take care of not just the 60% of women, such as Shelley, who have ultrasound viewable cancers, but being able to include that 30 to 40% of patients that we can only see those breast lesions on mammogram, and sometimes even precancerous lesions on mammogram that we can actually get and find early and take care of earlier so that they don't even grow into cancer.
I tell you, it's been a wonderful journey with you. I know that. One I'll never forget.
Yes, and we're still on the journey together.
We are. That's right. That's right. We have some time
Still.
to go. Right. We are so fortunate to have Copley Hospital and the staff that's there, truly.
It's just made us all appreciate each other and our time together.
Yeah, it's been a ride, that's for sure, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything that I have still today. I love you.
Love you too.